Another 10,000 cases added in Florida today, more than 4,000 reported in South Florida.
As the cases rise, so do deaths. More than 5,000 Florida residents have now died from COVID-related deaths. Good evening once again. I'm Juwan Strader.
And I'm Jackie Nesbro. Thanks so much for joining us. After several days of the positivity rate hovering around 15%, today it actually went up to 18.2% of all tests done. Worrisome statistics like these is why one of Florida's largest teachers union has now filed a lawsuit against the state's emergency order requiring public schools to reopen next month. NBC6 reporter Steve Litz is live in Southwest Miami-Dade with details on that lawsuit. Steve?
Hi, Jackie. Live tonight outside South Miami Senior High School here, where parents and teachers and students are eager to find out what is going to happen with this building, whether it's going to be occupied full-time or part-time or not at all. Teachers, parents, and others are so concerned about going back into school buildings, they're suing the governor, Ron DeSantis, his education commissioner, and Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Jimenez. Broward teacher Stephanie Miller is a plaintiff. She had COVID and fears going back into the school buildings.
21 days on a ventilator, 2 months in the hospital, 8 days in rehab. It's a long journey. I don't wish this on anyone.
Mindy Festage is an educator, her husband too, and their son has an underlying health condition.
Even though if my son did not return to a brick and mortar school, my husband would have to. And so, having the chance of bringing anything home to pass it on to my son, expose it to my son, is very dangerous.
The suit says children are at risk of contracting and spreading the virus and of developing severe illness resulting in death. And the state mandate to open schools is impossible to comply with CDC guidelines on physical distancing, hygiene, and sanitation if schools are operating at full capacity. Governor DeSantis speaking on the issue this afternoon.
Well, first of all, I didn't give any executive order. That was the Department of Education. They have a board and they do different things. And my view is we got to work together. And, I want to work with all the school districts.
Despite the order from his education commissioner, Governor DeSantis says parents and school employees will have options.
These are unique circumstances. Let's be flexible. Let's try to give parents the choices. Let's try to do what's best for kids.
And the governor says the same goes for the teachers. Should they have some sort of underlying health condition, they too should be able to work virtually. Mayor Carlos Jimenez, the county mayor, is also named in the lawsuit, with parents and teachers wanting him to take a more firm stand on keeping the school buildings closed. Again, important to note, the decision as to what happens at the schools is expected to be made locally by local school superintendents. Live in Southwest Miami-Dade tonight, I'm Steve Litz, NBC6 News.